it's crooked, it is what it is. Here we are. Y'all are not in it, I am in it. If anybody has a problem, please let me know and I will be happy to turn it on. experiences. Noticing how the mat feels beneath your body. Noticing how each muscle feels within. Noticing the texture of your clothes. Maybe the slight movement of your shirt as your belly expands with your breath. Notice the way the air feels as it passes by your lips on the exhale. Noticing the sound of my voice. Noticing the sound of the music. Noticing any taste that might be left over in your mouth. Maybe some coffee, tea. Let's take a collective breath in through the nose. Sigh it out. Again, inhale through your nose. And let it go. And before we begin our practice, we're going to come into the 3-part breath. So for those of you who have not practiced 3-part breath, I'll just give you a quick little walkthrough. We're going to inhale into the belly and then pause, into the chest, pause, and then into the throat, or I might say the top of the head. So you'll imagine that breath move to the belly, the chest, the throat, and then we'll exhale, imagining that breath as it leaves the throat, the chest, and the belly. So let's take a cleansing breath. Inhale, sigh it out. Inhale, belly, chest, throat. Exhale, throat, chest, belly. 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 Take a full breath. Sigh out. Take a moment here, noticing how you feel coming into a more natural rhythm. Taking a moment to come into a more natural breath. And perhaps you begin to visualize red energy flowing all around your body, flowing from your root chakra, beginning to shine brighter and brighter with each breath that you take, allowing that red light to grow bigger and grow brighter until it engulfs your whole body. Let's take another inhale through the nose. Sigh it out, let it go. Beautiful. On your next inhale, big body stretch. Reach your arms overhead, point your your toes down to the bottom of the mat. Maybe you roll through your ankles and roll through your wrists. Finding some movement here through those outer extremities. Reaching the fingertips out long, pointing the toes to the bottom of the mat. Take a big full breath. And as we exhale, we'll hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. Find some movement here. Maybe you find some rocking from side to side. Maybe you pull the knees apart and bring them together. Finding free movement here. Finding your breath. Beautiful. On your next inhale, reach your left arm back towards the block wall. Hug both knees into the chest. One big breath here. As you exhale, reach the left leg down towards the bottom of the mat. Flex through both feet. So the left arm is reaching to the block wall. The left heel is reaching to the bottom of the mat. Hug the right knee in close to the armpit. Take a full breath. As you exhale, left palm to right knee. Place your right palm on next to your hip or open it up, that right arm to a T. Take a breath. And as you exhale, pull that right leg over to the left. The gaze can go to the ceiling or the gaze can go over to the right for a supine twist. Beautiful. Take a breath. Exhaling onto the back body. Hug both knees in. Take a moment here. Once again, find free movements, whatever that looks like. Maybe you rock side to side or find circles through the hips. Beautiful. Let's take a few more breaths in free movement. Maybe even setting an intention for your practice if you have not done so already. Or maybe joining me in my intention to allow this practice to make me feel more rooted. Hugging the knees into the chest once more. On an inhale, we're going to bring that right leg down to the bottom of the mat. Inhale the right arm towards the block wall. Reach, reach, reach. Create a long line from the right heel all the way through to that right middle finger. Flex through both feet. Take a full breath. Exhale, take your right palm to your left knee. Inhale, open the left arm up. And then we're going to pull that right leg over to the left supine twist. Gaze can be to the ceiling or over to that left palm. Take a moment, see how this feels. Check in with your back body. Check in with your shoulders. See if you can roll that left shoulder a little closer to the ground. Beautiful. On an exhale, we'll come back into the center. Hug both knees in. Beautiful. On your next inhale, take both heels up to the sky. Reach both arms up to the sky. We're in this dead bug-like posture. And then we're going to bend through both knees so that the shins are parallel with the ground. We're going to find our dead bugs here. So your left arm is going to reach overhead, and your right leg is going to kick down to the ground. As you take a full breath here, and then exhale, bring the leg and the arm back to center. Inhale, left leg reaches to the bottom of the mat, right arm reaches to the top. Exhale, back in. Inhale, right leg reaches the bottom of the mat, left arm reaches. Exhale, back to center. So we're swapping limbs. Inhale, left heel down, right arm reaches. Exhale to the middle. Inhale, left arm to the top of the mat, right heel. Come back to center one more time. Inhale, left heel, right arm. Exhale to center. Inhale, right arm, left arm, right heel. Exhale to the center. Beautiful. Give yourself a hug. Maybe you round through the cervical spine. Bring your forehead in towards your knee. And then inhale, open the body up. Big body stretch once more. That big good morning stretch. This time open the body up. Big X shape. Take up space. Roll through the ankles, roll through the wrists once more. Maybe you find little creaks and cracks through the fingers and through the toes. One more big breath. Exhale, cross the left ankle over the right, left wrist to right palm. Condense through the right side body, lengthen through the left. Find that banana shape. Drop that left shoulder down towards the ground. Open it up. Breathe. Inhale, body opens. Take up space. Big X shape. Take up as much space as you can, as you want to. Maybe you touch your neighbor. One more breath. That's right. Exhale. Right ankle crosses over left, right wrist to left palm. Condense through left side body. Lengthen through the right. Drop that right shoulder down towards the mat. Flex through your left foot. Point through your right. Beautiful. Take a breath. Inhale, big body stretch once more. And then as we exhale, we're going to hug the knees into the chest, but then we're going to begin to rock and roll. So however many times you meet, we're going to go all the way through, and we're going to meet in quadruped. So flip it through. We meet in tabletop. Beautiful. Take your time getting there. And when you're ready, go ahead and take a cat-cow. Inhale, lift your tailbone, lift your gaze. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone, round the spine, shin to chest. Beautiful. Inhale, cow pose. Lift the tailbone, lift the gaze. Exhale, tuck and round. Twice more. Inhale, cow. Lifting the tailbone, the spine follows. Lift the gaze. Exhale, tuck and round. Now stay in this cat-like shape where we're going to reverse the breath. So we're going to inhale in cat. And as we exhale, we'll find cow. Inhale, tuck the tailbone, round the spine, cat. Exhale for cow. Once more with that reverse breath. Inhale, lift the tailbone, or tuck the round in the cat. Exhale into cow. Beautiful. Find a neutral spine here. And we're going to take a seat onto the heels or onto a block. And we're just going to take a moment to interlace the palms together, interlace the fingers together, and roll through the wrists. Waking those wrists up for our vinyasas. Beautiful. Go ahead and flip the palms away from you. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, cactus, lift up through the heart space. On your next inhale, scoop the air in front of you. You're going to interlace your fingers differently than you did before. Beautiful. Flip the palms away from you. Gaze down towards your belly. Inhale, reach those arms overhead. Exhale, cactus. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, scoop the air. Interlace your palms. Flip them away. Scoop the belly, gaze down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. Last one. Scoop the air. Interlace your fingers differently. And then flip your palms away from you, gaze down. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, cactus. Beautiful. And then we'll find our way back into that tabletop position. Take a moment in your tabletop. Find your alignment. You want your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. We're going to drop down to a low forearm tabletop position. So we're going to drop down onto the forearms. The forearms are parallel with one another. The fingers are wide. Take a full breath here. And as you exhale, extend your left leg out behind you onto the toes. Beautiful. Maybe you rock back and forth here, awakening through the calf, awakening through the ankle. Beautiful. Find some stillness. Inhale. Lift that left foot up off the ground. Let's bend through that left knee. We're going to just pulse up. Lift. Lift. Keep it going. Do about 8 of them. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend that left leg out. Take a full breath here. And as you exhale, cross the left leg over to the right, tap it down. Gaze over your right shoulder. Lengthen through that left side body, condense through the right. Breathe. On your next inhale, lift your left foot up. We're going to bring it out to the 9 o'clock position. Drop your toes down, toes face forward, and then find a slight rock back and forth here. Find a neutral spine. We're still in low forearm. And take a tiny cat-cow with the leg extended. Inhale, lift your tailbone, lift your gaze. Exhale, tucking round. Beautiful. Inhale, lift through the tailbone, lift through the forehead. Exhale, tucking round. And then we'll come back to that neutral spine. Replace your elbows with your palms. From here, we're going to lift that left foot up and just allow it to float here. Try not to let your body sway over towards the windows. Keep it still. And when you're ready, lift that left foot up and arch it over to the right. Tap it down. Gaze over your right shoulder. Beautiful. Take a deep breath. Exhale, drop your left knee behind your right. Send your hips to your heels. Modified child's pose. Gomukhasana legs. Reach the arms out long. Take a breath. Exhale, bring the forehead down towards the knee or the mat. Breathe. Look between your palms. We're going to pull the body forward. We're on the palms. And then extend that left leg out. And then bend through the left knee. Ground through the left palm. Inhale, reach your right arm out in front of you. Exhale, round the spine, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend, lift the left foot up towards the ceiling. Exhale, round, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach and lift. Exhale, round. Beautiful. Once more. Inhale, extend and lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. And then place that right palm down on the mat. And then we'll go ahead and place that left knee down. Take a cat-cow. Inhale. Lift your tailbone. Lift your gaze. Exhale. Tuck in round. Inhale, neutral. And we'll drop down on those low forearms. Beautiful. Let's kick that right toe back behind us. Find length through the back of the right leg. Extending, pressing into the mat. Finding length in the right calf. Finding length in the right quad. Maybe rock back and forth. When you're ready, find stillness. We'll inhale, lift that right foot up. Bend through the right knee. And we'll just lift and pulse. Little donkey kicks. Press it up towards the ceiling. 8, 7, 6, 5. Try to keep your hips square to your mat. 3, 2, 1. Extend the leg out long. And then drift your right leg over to the left. Gaze over your left shoulder. Lengthen through the right side. Take a breath here. On your next inhale, we're going to lift that right foot up. Nice and slowly drift it over to the 3 o'clock position. Keep it floating before you drop it down, toes face forward. We're going to take a moment here, just rock back and forth. When you're ready, find stillness. Take that little mini extended cat-cow inhale, lift the tailbone and then gaze. You might not find a lot of movement in the spine, and that's okay. Exhale, tucking around. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Neutral spine. Replace your elbows with your palms. We rise up. Now from here, we're going to lift that right foot up. Allow it to float for a moment. And then drift it over to the left. Tap it down. Gaze over the left shoulder. Breathe. Exhale, drop that right knee down. Untuck the right toe. Send the hips towards the heels. Reach the arms out long. Modified child's pose, Gokukasana legs, shoelace legs, whatever you want to call it. Find your modified child. Look between your palms. Place your palms on the mat. Pull the body forward. Uncross the legs. And come into that tabletop position. Inhale, lift the tailbone, lift the gaze. Exhale, tucking round. Neutral spine. Press that left foot into the mat behind you. Find a slight rock back and forth. We're going to find stillness. Press into the mat, protract through your shoulders. So you're pressing your shoulders away from one another. Lift the left foot up. Bend the left knee. Let's pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend that left leg out long. Take a breath. And drift the left leg over to the right on the exhale. Gaze over your right shoulder. We're finding length through the left side. Condensing through the right side. Beautiful. We're going to add gate pose in this time. So when you're ready, inhale. Lift your left foot up. Bring it over to the 9 o'clock position. Drop it down, toes face forward. Walk the palms over to the right. Place your right palm outside your right knee. Inhale, left leg. Left arm rises. Gaze high to that thumbnail. Beautiful option to lift that left foot up. Really grounding down through that right palm. Option to find a bind by bending through the left foot. Finding the left foot with the left palm. This is just an option. Maybe you press your left foot into the left palm. Inhale, extending back into that gate pose. Dropping the foot down if it is lifted. On your next inhale, we'll rise through the torso. Left arm comes down the leg. Right arm's going to reach up and over, deep lateral bend. Breathe here. Exhale, bring the palms to the mat. Take a cat-cow with that left leg extended. Exhale to round. Neutral spine. Bring the left leg in. Beautiful. Press the right foot into the mat behind you. Find your little rock here. Inhale, lift the right foot up. Exhale, cross it to the left. Gaze over the left shoulder. Take a breath. On your next inhale, we're going to lift that right foot up and bring it to the 3 o'clock position. Drop it down, toes are facing forward. We're going to take our little extended cat-cow lift on the inhale. Exhale, tuck it round. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the tailbone, lift the gaze. Exhale, tuck it round. Neutral spine here. Walk the palms over to the left. Place that left palm outside the left knee. Inhale, right arm rises. Gaze high to that right thumbnail. Option is to stay right here in gate pose. Option to float that right leg. Other option is to bend the right knee. Turn your right thumb to the windows. Find the bind. Press the foot into the palm, opening up through the heart space. Just an option here. Inhale, open it back up. Lower the foot down. And on an inhale, we rise. Right arm comes down the leg. Left arm reaches up and over. Beautiful. Exhale, palms to the mat. Both knees in, take a cat-cow. Tuck your toes under, send the hips up and back, downward facing. Beautiful. Take a moment in your downward facing dog. Woo. Getting warm in here. Maybe you pedal it out. Maybe you don't. Maybe you rise onto your toes, and as you exhale, you drop your heels over to one side. And then rise on your toes as you inhale and drop your heels to the opposite side on an exhale. Beautiful. Let's take that collective breath in. Sigh it out. Inhale, rise on your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, switch your drishti. So we're switching the gaze to the top of the mat. We're crouching down, and then you're going to use your inertia to take a big step, a float, maybe you tippy toe. We make it to the top in a half lift as we inhale. And then we exhale, forward fold. Beautiful. We're going to stay in this forward fold for a moment. So bend your knees generously. Maybe you find that you can grab opposite elbows here with a little sway for a rag doll. Maybe you reach your arms behind your legs, deepening into this fold. Breathe. Wherever you are, release the palms down to the mat. And let's roll to rise. So the last thing that comes up is going to be the forehead. Roll your shoulders back. Palms face forward. Hug the shoulder blades together. Grip into the mat. Big toe, pinky toe, and heel. Take a breath. Let it out. There's a slight tuck to the tailbone here. We don't want to stand in lordosis. We want to protect the back. Maybe you turn your thighs ever so slightly inward towards one another. Once again, let's roll those shoulders back. Sun salutation aims. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. On an inhale, we find a half lift. We roll the shoulder blades back. We're nice and active. Your palms can come to the tips of your fingers can come to the floor. Maybe your palms come to your thighs. Maybe you have blocks. So your half lift is active. We're not just hunched over in half lift, but we roll our shoulder blades together. Exhale, plant the palms into the ground. Step back to your version of chaturanga. And as you exhale, chaturanga dandasana, so lower the body down. Inhale, bhujangasana, cobra pose. Tuck those toes under, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a moment, take a breath. Sigh it out. It's going to get hot in here. So if at any point in time you need to take a child's pose at tabletop, take a moment for yourself. Remember that my cues are just suggestions. You are here for yourself, for your movement, for your body. Inhale, rise on your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, switch your drishti. Step, hop, float, make your way to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. We will flow through. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, active half lift. L-shape the body. Exhale, plant those palms, make your way to plank. Chaturanga on an exhale. Inhale, heart opener. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend the knees, switch the gaze. Step, hop, float to the top, half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Flow through again, inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, flow. Your version, whatever that looks like. Chaturanga as you exhale. Inhale, heart opens. We meet in downward facing. Let's take a collective breath in through the nose. Sigh it out. Another inhale through the nose. Sigh it out. Inhale. Lion's breath. Inhale, rise on your toes. Exhale, bend the knees, switch to drifting and make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep those arms overhead. Exhale, hands come through heart center and Anjali Mudra into that mountain pose. Beautiful. Take a moment, see how you feel, check in with your body. Come back to your intentions. Take a moment, feel the heat in the room. Hear the sounds within the room. Notice how your clothes feel on your body. Feel the vibrations within. Sun salutation B. Inhale, sweep your arms up, sink your hips low, Utkatasana chair. Take a seat in your chair of power, thunderbolt pose. Biceps can be by the ears. Once more, we want to make sure we're not sticking our glutes out, but we have a slight tug to the tailbone. It's not always required, not everybody needs it for a cue, but just maybe you find that it feels a little better and protects your back. You might bring hands to heart center, prayer palms. Take a breath. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, half lift, active L shape. Exhale, palms to the mat, flow through your vinyasa. Stepping back to plank. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, heart opens. We meet in down dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Beautiful. All right, we're going to ground through the right foot. Inhale, left leg rises. Beautiful, three-legged dog. Maybe you bend the knee and maybe you open the hip. Finding scorpion pose is an option. You also have an option here to drop down on that right forearm. And other options here are making circles through the hips. Beautiful. If you have dropped down on that forearm, pressing into the palms, three-legged dog, we square the hips to the mat. Take a breath. Look between your palms, decide where you want your right foot to go, and bring it there on an exhale. Drop your left foot down 45 degrees. Inhale, warrior one. Take a breath. Do I stretch that wrong? Left foot is forward. Warrior one. Let's go ahead and humble that warrior. Exhale, bring the arms behind the back. Press the fist down through to the sacrum. Lift up through the heart space. Let's take a breath here. And then as we exhale, left bicep into the left thigh. Gaze is going to go to that back toenail. You can keep your palms onto the low back or lift them up towards the ceiling and go a little bit deeper. But you really want to keep that left hip pulled into the midline of your mat. Beautiful. Take a breath. Inhale, sweep it up, warrior one. Exhale, frame the foot. Step to plank, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, heart opener. Maybe you come to upward facing dog, lifting the body off the mat. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. We're going to ground through the left foot. Inhale, right leg rises. Lift it up nice and high. Bend the knee, open the hips. Scorpion as an option. Maybe you drop down on that left forearm. Breathe. Maybe you find that big hip circle with that right knee. Maybe you find it in the opposite direction. And when you're ready, we'll press back into the left palm. We meet in three-legged. Big breath. Look between your palms and place that right foot there. Drop your left foot down. Inhale, warrior one. Front knee is bent, but not bent so much that it is over the ankle. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, interlace the palms. Press down and lift up through the heart space on an inhale. Exhale, humble if it's in your practice today. Bring that right bicep by that right thigh, gaze to the back toe. Maybe you lift those arms up towards the sky. Taking a moment and taking a breath in your humble warrior. Beautiful. Pull that right hip into the midline. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, frame. Step back to plank. Inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, heart opener of choice. Maybe upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's take our collective breath in. Sigh it out. Again, inhale through the nose. Sigh it out. With a lion's breath, we inhale through the nose. Stick the tongue out, let it go. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend and switch. Make your way to the top. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Sink the hips low. Sweep those arms up. Chair of power. Sink it down. Utkatasana. Beautiful. Take a breath. Bring your hands to heart center as you exhale. Breathe. From our chair, ground down through your left foot. We're going to come to standing one-legged mountain. Inhale. Bring that right leg width. Reach it up. We're going to find a figure four. So cross that right ankle over the left thigh. Sink the hips down. Beautiful. Imagine roots grounding into that left foot. Grip your toes into your mat. Maybe prayer palms come to heart center. Inhale, rise up, one-legged mountain. Exhale, hinge the hips, come through warrior three. Maybe your prayer palms are at heart center. Maybe you airplane them back. Imagining again, we're grounding through that left foot. Maybe you're supported with fingertips to the ground. Find your drishti and your breath. As we exhale, we'll lower that right toe to the ground. We're on the ball of the foot. Inhale, arms rise. High lunge. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, prayer palms to heart center. We're going to turn the torso to the mountain wall. And then find the hook. Find the bind. Maybe you bring your right elbow to your right knee. See if you can bring your prayer palms to your center of your chest. If you have any other options here, opening the arms. Maybe you find a bind. Breathe. Drishti, grip through your toes. Breathe. Bring the prayer palms back to the center. Coming back through center. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, frame the foot and flow through a vinyasa. Step back to plank. Inhale. Maybe it's one-legged plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, heart opener. Exhale, down. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Beautiful. Inhale, rise on your toes. Bend the knees, switch the drishti. Step, hop, float, make your way to the top. Half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Sink the hips low. Sweep the arms up. Utkatasana. Woo! Hands to heart center. Breathe. Find your alignment. Feeling nice and strong in your seat of power. We're going to ground down through that right foot. Go ahead and grip your toes in. Find your drishti. Inhale. Bring that left knee up with you, one-legged mountain. We're going to cross that left ankle over the right thigh, sink the hips down, taking that figure four standing. Breathe. Maybe prayer palms come to heart center. Maybe they stay extended. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, hinge the body, warrior three. Your version of warrior three, keep your drishti grounding down through that right foot. You got it, I believe in you. We're rooted here. Drop the left foot down onto the ball of the foot. Inhale, arms rise. Beautiful high lunge. Cactus, exhale. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going to turn the torso to the window wall and then find the bind. So you hook the left elbow to that right knee. Once more, we'll be here for a few breaths. So you find your version that works best for you. Coming back to the breath at all times. Maybe that ujjayi breathing, that ocean breath. Maybe it's loud enough for your neighbor to hear. All right, from here, we're going to bring our prayer palms back to heart center. Exhale, frame the foot. Step back to plank. Inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Flow through your vinyasa. Beautiful. Take that collective breath. Sigh it out. Inhale. Let it go. One more. Let it go. Inhale, rise on the toes. Exhale, bend, switch, step, hop, float. Make your way to the top. Inhale into a half lift. Exhale to a fold. Inhale, sink the hips low, sweep the arms up. Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful. We're grounding through the left foot. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Lift it up. Exhale, hands to heart. Cross that right ankle over the left thigh. Sink it down, standing figure four. Beautiful. Inhale, arms rise, one-legged mountain. Exhale, hinge, warrior three. Grounding through that left foot. Breathe, find your drishti. Step that back foot down. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to heart. This time we turn the torso to the mountain wall. And then find the hook. Find the bind. This time we're going to gaze down at our feet. Step forward, twisted chair. Maybe you open your arms for a little deeper twist. Bringing the palms back to the center in a twist. Gaze down at your toes. Ground through your left foot. Step the right foot back. Twisted high lunge. Beautiful cartwheel. Those arms open. Inhale, warrior two. Reverse. Exhale, side angle. Your version. You can be supported. Maybe it's extended. Maybe you drop that left arm down to the ground. Maybe you find a block with the left palm. You can stay right here. Or maybe you find a bind by dipping that left shoulder down and taking that left arm inside, turning the right thumb to the back of the room, and find a bind here. We're going to be here for a moment and a few breaths. If you have a bird of paradise practice, perhaps you step forward, great variation. Breathe. Coming back to the breath at all times when the mind wanders. So we are in high lizard. And then step back, three-legged plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Y'all are doing great. Inhale, heart opener. Exhale, downward dog. Beautiful. Inhale, rise on the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, switch the gaze, step, hop, float. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, sink the hips low. Utkatasana, inhale. Ooh, feel the thighs burn, sink the hips low. We're gonna ground down through the right foot. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Cross the ankle over, standing figure four. Beautiful. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Find your drishti. Hinge the body forward. Beautiful. Warrior three. Your version, breathe. Find your drishti. As you exhale, that left toe comes down to the mat. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, hands to heart. Turn the body to the windows. Find the hook. Breathe. Exhale, gaze down at your toes. Grounding down through that right foot. We're going to step the left foot forward. Twisted chair. Beautiful. Finding any variations you need here. Exhale, bring your prayer palms to the chest, twisted chair. Exhale, look at your toes. We're grounding down through the right foot. Step the left foot back. Twisted high lunge. Breathe, you guys, you got it. We're gonna pivot the back foot down, cartwheel the arms open, warrior two. Woo, feeling nice and strong. Warrior two, breathe. Gaze over that front middle finger. And when you're ready, flip the breath palm, reverse. Exhale to your side angle. Maybe it is supported, right elbow to right thigh. Maybe it's extended, left arm reaching to the top left corner of the room. Beautiful. Maybe you drop your right palm down to the mat or to a block. Excellent. Nice variations. If a bind is in your practice today, dipping that right shoulder down, turning the left thumb to the back of the room, finding that bind here. Also, finding, if you are open for it, if birds of paradise is in your practice, taking that step forward. Nice variations, everyone looks wonderful. And when you're ready, unbinding, gazing back up to that top thumbnail. Take a breath. Exhale, left thumb comes down to the mat, left palm by right palm, roll onto the ball of the left foot, heel toe the right foot out, lizard, high lizard. Take a breath. Exhale to plank, three-legged plank. Is it one-legged or two-legged? Take a breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, heart opens, and then we child's pose as we exhale. Breathe. Allowing that third eye to come down to that child's pose. Breathe. From your child's pose. Let's take one more big breath in that child's pose. Let it go. We'll thread a needle. Inhale, right arm rises out to the right. And thread it through. Drop on that right shoulder if it feels good. Maybe the left fingertips walk to the top of the mat. Maybe they walk to the top right corner of the mat, so you're gazing under your armpit. Maybe you find a vine, reaching that left arm back for the small of the back. We're in a bind, allowing that left arm to drift forward, palm into the mat. Inhale, right arm reaches out. Exhale, child. Let's just take that opposite side. Inhale, left arm reaches to the left. Exhale, thread it through. Drop on the left shoulder. Your options are to rise onto the right fingertips, walk them over to that left side of the mat and gaze under your right armpit. Or maybe you take that right arm and rainbow it up, back, and around to the small of the back, or maybe the hook of the left hip crease. Breathe. Enjoy this moment in your child's pose. Enjoy this moment in this threaded needle. Enjoy this moment of rest. Noticing how this feels in your body, in your spine, in this plane of movement. If you are in a bind, unbind. Inhale, reach your arm out. Exhale, child's pose. Beautiful. We're going to look between the palms, and we're going to pull the body round through cats into high cobra or upward facing. And then we're going to exhale to child's pose. And we'll do that twice more. Round through the spine, round through cats. Inhale, high cobra, toes come apart. Exhale, child's pose. Close the eyes. Find that nice spinal movement. Inhale, roll through cats into that upward facing or cobra. Exhale, hips to heels, toes together, child. Beautiful. Walk the palms back towards the body. We'll rise through the torso. Perfect. And take a seat onto your glutes however you get there. Doesn't have to be fancy. And we'll just come through boat pose. Your version of boat. Maybe your toes are on the ground. Maybe you find your shins parallel. Roll your shoulders back. You can hold on to your shins. You can reach your arms out. If you're in it, you can straighten your legs. Find that agni, that inner fire. Breathe. Exhale, lower the body down. Just go on through canoe, onto the mat. Take a full breath. Woo, let it go. Take a moment here. And breathe. Find a bridge pose, which is a great root chakra pose. So you'll bend your knees and place the soles of the feet onto the mat. Walk your heels as close to your glutes as possible. Place your palms next to your hips. And then lift up, lift the hips to the sky. Breathe. Maybe roll your shoulders underneath, interlace the palms. palms beneath the body. Press the fists down towards the heels as an option. Finding perhaps a bridge, perhaps a waterfall, perhaps a happy baby. And when you're ready, coming out of the way of pain, finding yourself back on your mat. And then taking those last few poses, those last few stretches, twists, wiggles, and moves before your final version of Shavasana, whatever that looks like for you. Perhaps it is traditional. Perhaps you find Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly. But begin to find stillness. of you to stay in stillness for just a moment. And repeat silently within your head, I am safe. I am grounded. I am secure. Beginning to wiggle your fingers and your toes, finding small intuitive movements. And as always, if you would like to close this practice in complete stillness, reclined in your Shavasana, I invite you to stay right where you are. But if you would like to close alongside myself in a seated posture, perhaps you take your time, roll to your right side body, or whichever side feels good for you. And when you're ready, you'll use that free upper palm, pressing into the mat, pressing into the earth to rise. And we'll find ourselves in whatever pose we choose to close in. Perhaps that's Sukhasana, perhaps it's Shavasana. Perhaps it's something different altogether. Eyes closed or out of soft gaze. Imagine that red light at the base of the spine, and imagine it glowing brighter and brighter. Come back to your intention that you set, if you set one. Let's place our palms up on our thighs to continue to share energy with one another. Our palms face down. If you want to honor your own energy, just take a moment to feel the benefits of the practice. We're going to inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, hands come through heart center, Anjali Mudra, and I want to invite each of you to chant one time long. You do not have to chant, but it sounds pretty, and it's for our root chakra. So if you would like to join me, take an inhale. Let's bow down to ourselves, to one another, and to this practice that we share as a collective. I see you.